about to show you a video. So you're Chelsea now. Tell me, say, you don't see a difference. Tell me, say, difference between Sene and Chelsea Yoma before Chelsea began games, in game, togetherness. And when you never be of football where you're finding the psychosocial superiority. It's about the friendship and the bonds that the players form with each other. It's about how players don't even come out together, share times together, and almost form our friendships, our bonds. No one want here. According to the likes of Johan Cruyff, more the psychosocial principle of football and according to them, they are saying it tends to translate on the field of play. 80 area, two players minimum. When him say, oh, park na ako boss na high bumpy kakra because on net otani din community dey commodity dem kwaka chen say na me person ball e bounce on my left and I see me penny say all of these things tend to help in terms of how good and how well players perform, and it's a psychosocial superiority that sometimes certain teams have. And in terms of football superiority, so tactically you can have a numerical superiority or the quantitative superiority. You can have the qualitative superiority, or what is respect, of course, how good a player is. I mean, 1v1 conversations, you know, how quality a player is as compared to the opponent. That's the qualitative superiority. There's a quantitative superiority, and again, there's a psychosocial superiority that sometimes can come in. It is very, very important in winning games. And maybe have a video in that video. I think it is the doing of one man, Onim Nejuma, who has understood that this is where I want to go. Saying I'm a person, and because I believe in my craft, I will make one decision, just one decision or a few decisions, be firm with it, stick by it, and then I'm going to get results. And that is where Sa video will issue. And again, there's going to be a picture over there about psychosocial superiority. Let us just go and watch that video of what I call the importance of Chelsea's psychosocial superiority of the field of play, coming onto the field of play, and then the qualities and everything that's going on in them. Then we'll come back and then do the conversation. And of course, there are a lot of other games and then weekend games. We'll do a whole weekend roundup. Everything that happened with Arsenal fan, I'm here for you for that post-match analysis. What happened with the referee, Michael Oliver, and everything in English. We'll talk about every other thing here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, so you can see. Don't go nowhere. Let's watch the video.
Number 26, Maximilian Killen. Number 29, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And number 33, Emerson. Come on, you.
Yeah, so that was it. Chelsea Mbappe started game, and you could tell one of the people, a leader, a voice, or group him, all the Mbappe comes and bad no, a Levi Cole. He comes in with a lot, pushing the team, asking them to perform better. Now, almost deliver partners, and I think that's the psychosocial superiority that Chelsea want to have, and it's because Enzo Maresca knows his job. I can't several times over see, Mamika see me job. If you're a Chelsea fan, meaning himself by now, you are beginning to get cold feet. You don't want to believe it. Oh, ABI just early days yet. Yes, it's early days yet. Yes, Chelsea projects now. A long-term project. And now Enzo Maresca. Maresca say, we were not perfect. We were good in certain moments. It's a long journey. You can't say, oh, already the job is done. We are the best team. No, Chelsea have not gotten there yet. Chelsea are not even out of phase one. Oh, project almost Shani and Enzo Maresca. They're not even out of phase one. It's a long-term phases of projects that they are going to have. So if you are going to have all of those long-term phases, if you are going to have a lot of conversation, you need to look at one, the psychosocial superiority, and then the psyche of the players, the mental fortitude of those players, which is very, very important. Now, go back and listen to the post-match press conference of Cole Palmer, any Abante, your friend of Nicolas Jackson. I'll show that to you here again. Listen to what they told TNT Sports. It is very clear. Say these two players are letting everybody know. They are letting everybody know. Say mentally we are not done. When nobody see Nicolas Jackson, Jackson say, "Oh, yeah, just one match. Yeah, we this week there. It is on to the next. You are focusing on the next one. And the next game, on Tuesday in the Carabao Cup against Barca, Chelsea would want to deliver. Players normal moving on to bench would want to come on and come and get a job now. It's about how good they can be at home at Stamford Bridge. Then over the weekend, there are 2 home games that are going to play in the English Premier League, playing against Brighton and Hove Albion. Then there's going to be Nottingham Forest. Then they go away to Liverpool. Then they come and play Newcastle. Then away to Manchester United. Tough set of fixtures that are coming in the coming weeks for Chelsea, and everything that's going to go on in there. It is going to be a very, very good one. They seem like they have a lot of the quality in themselves to make sure that they get the job done, and everything seems to be going in the direction of how good the team is, where did they get to, how haven't they gotten here, how can they get to where they want to get and stuff like that. And very, very important stuff. And we've listened to the players now, you can tell Cole Palmer say nobody is really getting ahead of themselves when it comes to performance Romania. They want to keep it going. They know that they can build something very huge. The quality of players and what else is here, nice, come on. There are very, very good players in there. Everybody wants to succeed. There's competition for places, and that's what they wanted to do. Another good thing that happened at the London Olympic Stadium over the weekend, was the presence of Todd Ball in the Baghdad Ekbali. So there have been a lot of reports in the media said Todd Ball in the Baghdad Ekbali. In fact, people called it the civil war between the 2 owners. They made mockery of all of those reportages. No more say the presidential box, London Olympic Stadium, both of them having a chat, talking to the sporting directors now, and then getting the results away at West Ham United. Tough times, and it looks as if the Chelsea are building it slow, poco a poco, break by break. And we are Chelsea near Makacho. Don't be too worried. If you can have a time and feel joy, say Chelsea feel it, because trust me, in the last few years, I have very, very hectic for Chelsea. It has been tough for Chelsea. Chelsea haven't gotten results, and the fact that there is a certain manager in the dugout who is getting the best out of the players, and another mechanic Hansi say, social Chelsea team now, you take about 5 players each game, you now perform very well. And over the weekend, you can talk about Robert Sanchez, cross-claiming, the ball playing ability, the communication with the centre backs, excellent. The 4 defenders, Marco Correa, Levi Cole, Wesley Fofana, Tosin Adrabiayo, Tosin cool, calm, collected on the ball. The job of Levi Cole, he's growing in leaps and bounds as a quality centre back with Chelsea, reading of the game, defending on spaces, box defending, aerial ability. Wesley Fofana doing the same from the right hand side, being aggressive, dealing with duels, so area more on. Then Marco Correa, Makani several times said last year January, a lot of Chelsea fans said, Marco Correa, see a tone and all. I kept on sitting and saying, Correa is not a bad player. Correa is a system player. There is a reason why Joseph Guardiola wanted Marco Correa from Brighton and Hove Albion. There is a reason why he was a player that Pep wanted badly, because also Ungu Verti will be from left back. No, I aggressive, no press, no counter pressing. When you're born, so he's good on the ball, technically good, and his positional awareness is solid. Yeah, then Kukurea is one of those guys. But of course, in a system where it wasn't working, Chelsea fans are like that. Even for the same thing about this Tosin Adrabia conversation. Almost Tosin in the ankle fact that why we selling Trevor Chalobah. Trevor Chalobah is not a ball playing centre back, and I said it several times. He's a good centre back, makeshift, 3rd, 4th choice to give cover. But in terms of ball playing, pure ball playing ability, Tosin is the guy. And then everybody is now beginning to say, Tosin, Tosin, Onimbo, and all of these things that people are now saying. Look at the middle of the park. Look at the job of Moises Caicedo with Fiifi-Manfred. Of course, the inversion of Kukurea is helping that. But still, Moises Caicedo cover a lot of ground. We need duels, ground duels, aerial duels, or you're very aggressive. Now it's difficult for you to rob Moises Caicedo off the ball. He's getting in shape. And Obeka, or your interview, he had to employ a psychologist to deal with the mental side of the game, no? Because at some point in time, he was consistently down and an injury because now results didn't go in. And then a psychologist has now pushed him, they are getting results at Chelsea. Things seem to be going on well. Psychologically, he's in a very, very good place. Enzo Fernandez, and he organized a little barbecue for the Portuguese and French-speaking players now. And according to them, the other guys, French, they can't eat those Spanish foods, so they didn't come. But these Portuguese guys were there. You could tell togetherness being all Nicolas Jackson, Caicedo, Robert Sanchez, João Felix, all of these players, Pedro Neto, McGee, and they had an excellent time. Enzo Fernandez fee, and that is what as team captain all tries to here. They're bonding, bringing a team together, playing them together, making sure so all of them have a very nice time and then go together, go up front. Look at what Nicholas Jackson and look at Cole Palmer. The best said the least said about them, the better quality on the ball. It's when you're Chelsea and you want to be excited, stay excited, be happy. Don't be too worried. Don't be too stressed out. Say, oh, ABR will not get things done. ABR is just early days yet. And yes, sir, don't ever do that. And also, there are a lot of betting picks. Oh, Fiifi-Manfred channel. And also, I'm putting the link there. Mind you, it is not a group. It is a channel. It's a WhatsApp channel. So I'm putting the link there. Tap on it. Subscribe to the channel on WhatsApp. And every day I put the betting picks there. Today, it's a certain 100% chance of winning our Fiifi-Manfred channel. Also, tap on it. It's a Betway link. Don't do any changes to it. Just tap on it, go and then enter, stick with your cash and then go on. Everything is going to go on well for you. Yesterday, see, I have a problem with English Premier League referees. And yesterday, number one was Michael Oliver. Everybody that has issues with English Premier League referees, it's not saying it because the decisions are bad or wrong. I think that one of the things that everyone that has had an issue with the referees in English Premier League has been clear on is the issue of making sure that there is consistency in the application of the rules. Now, yet in that game against Arsenal versus Brighton and Hove Albion, say born born. Now say ABI, you want to delay restart now, born it's a yellow card. Arsenal and Real playing against Manchester City. Even before that, Chelsea, Liverpool, all of those clubs and Man City, but tend to suffer some of these things. So Chelsea last season away in the Carabao Cup semi-final. Boja Grealish, sir, Michael Oliver, Anthony Taylor, nobody takes it, they all wave it away. But that's an unnatural position. You can't tell me that's a natural position. In a game at Chelsea, any Man City boy this season. Almost say, the body is too close to the hand is too close to the body. What are you telling me? It did not make sense. Last season, Liverpool versus Manchester City, Mateo Kovacic, stamp in the box. They don't take the penalty. That could have changed the course of the title race. And Michael Oliver, for a very long time, seems to be in this controversy, same for Anthony Taylor. And you see, the thing is that in English Premier League, they protect referees so much that even if someone complaining against them, so now the coach is a not Mikel Arteta. He said, we don't say anything about it. In the game against Bournemouth, Enzo Maresca said, I don't say anything about it. Joseph Guardiola said, I won't say anything about it. And I think that it is brewing a certain level of egoistic level of, it makes the referees feel a little bit untouchable. Yes, maybe you want to protect the referees because it is 11 against 11, 24 people against one man in the middle of the park. But again, if you say that the referee will have autonomy and then will have certain level of authority in the middle of the park with these players, you need to also allow some level of dialogue. The players should also be able to air their views. It's an emotional game. You said you've given a second yellow card to Leandro Trossard. But in that same game, even in the Brighton game, a Brighton friend Declan Rice, AD red card, there was João Pedro who also kicked the ball. And no match, there was also another player. There was another player in there. There was Jeremy Doku also kicking the ball. Everyone is saying there is no consistency. It is so inconsistent. It is like when we do it today, tomorrow we don't do it. And that's the problem. The problem isn't about the execution of the rules in itself. It's about the consistency in the execution. And the referees tend to do it today, they don't do it tomorrow, then they do this, they do that. All of those things are just too funny. And it hurts the game. And you know what Mikel Arteta at the Premier press conference, I say he's expecting a lot of 10 versus 10, 10 versus 11, because our rule really, as a big be in 100 games, so it will happen every time in the field. And it is true. The inconsistency this head into TS for now, a lot of them feel like it's a point lost. But me, I don't see it like that. I think that Arsenal put up a very good show. People were expecting that City would tear Arsenal apart. Immediately they went into a low block and then put 6 players behind the ball. It was a difficult thing for Mikel Arteta to do. But and Hansi, there is no manager in the world in current football conversation that coaches out of possession shape better than Mikel Arteta. Not even Simeone Inzaghi. And I'm saying it as a fanboy of Simeone Inzaghi. If you've been listening to me and my takes on the Italian Serie A, you know how much I love the Italian Serie A and the job that Simeone Inzaghi is not even part of the top 3 in terms of out of possession shape. Mikel Arteta is top notch now to position. And I said yesterday, said the one mistake Arsenal made in the first half in the whole game against Man City yesterday cost them the game, and it was the goal that Erling Haaland scored. The space between William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes was too wide. Usually it's a little bit constricted. They closed down those spaces, and immediately Saliba came and committed. The space opened up. Then look at how Erling Haaland, he just manipulated his run just to stay onside, because Magalhaes had seen he was coming also just to play Haaland offside. He doesn't. He just manipulates the run, gets in, and the rest they say is history. For me, Arsenal were not too bad yesterday. I think they were good. I think it's 1 point game. I think that if you go still Arsenal unbeaten, yes, Man City have gone the whole year unbeaten at the Etihad. Maybe it should have been Arsenal. But then again, look at the quality of everything that's going on there. People are saying Mikel Arteta to a lot of defenders. But one thing that people are not realizing is the technical superiority of these players that Mikel Arteta is buying. Julian Timber is technically a solid guy. If you look at William Saliba, technically a very good player. Then Ricardo Calafiori, those who do not know, saw it on the goal that he scored yesterday. All of these guys are technically up there. They can play out from the back, they can shoot, they can score from multiple areas. And Arteta is maximizing the little details of the game that people are not paying attention. Because if we every day, yes, so any analysis say the game is about the details there, then he's paying attention to the details. The easy thing is to go and buy a striker that will score 30, 40 and create chance for the person. But what about the details? And that's what he wants to prioritize his game on, which is very, very important. Real Madrid and over the weekend, Los Blancos did a job done. Of course, they were holding, killing Luton, Mbappe in the middle of the park, dictating the pace of the game. At the beginning of the game, Madrid they still struggle. They didn't get exactly how they wanted things to go for them. They didn't play as well as they wanted to play. They didn't really dominate plays. But it's the Santiago Bernabeu and Carlo Ancelotti dropping Vinicius Jr. to the bench, starting with Arda Güler, then in the middle of the park, consistently Maka. So if you look at Real Madrid, one of the things that keeps them going is the importance of having players like Dani Carvajal still in the team. When the team is in the times where it's difficult for them to get results, when they need an inspiration from somewhere, they need somebody to pop up, it's Dani Carvajal. And I've said it several times that one of the best decisions that has ever been taken in world football is that buyback clause for Dani Carvajal. It's one of the best decisions ever to have been taken in world football. Because at the time, Jose Mourinho had come in. Now, or the new players nearby, a lot of fullbacks coming in. Carvajal, a young player, Madrid had to make a decision. Bayer Leverkusen wanted a fullback in there. Dani Carvajal goes on loan, gets bought by Bayer Leverkusen. And in there was a buyback clause if Madrid want to buy him for after the next 1 year, after he spends 1 year there. If it's after the second year, the money was increasing the third year also for Dani Carvajal. And when Madrid wanted him and he came back, he has been important, he has been clutch, he has been top notch, he has been a leader anytime in Madrid here, especially in a place where there are a lot of big name players that are coming in left, right, center. Having a player like Dani Carvajal, experience enough to rally the boys on and coming up clutch when the team needs him is very, very important. And that's one of the best things. And if you look at the game that Madrid played this weekend, Madrid needed an inspiration from somewhere. They needed somebody that's aggressive, they needed somebody that can push it, somebody that can force the issue. And it came from Dani Carvajal and rising up, getting the goal for Madrid, equalizing, and then from there, Madrid, they could build from there. They could do some things from there. Then Rodrigo Goes, Vinicius Jr. coming in, and then Mbappe, the final penalty that was on Abrante Fernandez over them. And of course, Madrid getting the job done. Still, FC Barcelona lead the charge, in the Spanish La Liga. They are unbeaten in 6 games. See, there is the little about the directness of Hansi Flick that makes his game and then his coaching the best. We all know that Spanish football, especially for Barcelona from the La Masia, and even for German football, the stark difference is the mechanical side of the German game, and then the more possession, patient build-up play from the Spanish game. Now, the closest Spanish manager to have done what Hansi Flick is doing there is what Luis Enrique did. And during his time, he did it because just our time now, Suarez, Messi, and then Neymar, South front three. The midfield also was aging. Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, they was aging. So he went more direct into the path of Luis Suarez to hold that play and then bring Messi and the likes in there. But it was still on the ground. They play a few passes, then they go direct. And that's what Hansi Flick is doing at Barca today. A lot of directness, a lot of direct play. Look at the goal that Rafinha did score. Consistently They are looking to go direct. And the most important thing is that it is I was saying it yesterday, is about 6 or 7 of the players that started the game are from the La Masia. In fact, yesterday, Pau Kubasi and the lights were rested. Inigo Martinez rises up and plays a good game. Dominguez comes in. Pablo Torre steps in the middle of the park because he rests Casado. Then Torre, yes, they didn't have too much of an exciting game, but it gets a goal and assist. Robert Lewandowski delivering because the team is being more direct. You don't have to pass too many times for teams to occupy and give them time to defend the spaces. And that's what Hansi Flick is doing. 6 games, 6 wins. It is going to be a long season for Barcelona and the Real Madrid. And kudos to team up, your friend of FC Barcelona and Real Madrid. And of course, it's going to be an exciting one. Stick and stay Fiifi-Manfred. You need to subscribe to the channel now. Subscribe and turn on notification